ADDIE instructional design model is the most common instrument used by instructional designers. It is a model that leads step by step the whole process of any training program. It is used in the framework to create new ideas. So the ADDIE model is a structured way of creating lessons or training programs. So instead of teaching randomly, it ensures that every step, from planning to evaluation, is organized and purposeful. So it helps educators answer two important questions. What should learners learn and really actually learn? So because of this, the model is widely used in schools, training programs, and even military and corporate settings. The ADDIE was developed at Florida State University in 1975. So ADDIE was selected by the Armed Services as the primary means for developing training.
17 slide lang kayo? 17 slide lang kayo? Kunti lang pala. Kunti lang.
At the time, the term ADDIE was not used, but rather SAT or Systems Approach to Training, and later ISD or Instructional Systems Development. As a general rule, the military used SAT, while their civilian counterparts began using ISD. The D in ISD first was used for development, but now normally means design. So the five components of ADDIE, so it means analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. So I'll start with the analysis. So U-analysis, it is the foundation of the whole process. So before creating any lesson, the instructor must first understand who the learners are, their level, needs, and background, what problem needs to be solved, and what skills or knowledge are lacking. So this phase prevents mistakes later. If the analysis is weak, the entire lesson may not match the learner's learning. So in short, this phase answers what exactly should be taught and why. The next is design. So in design phase, the teacher plans how learning will happen. So this includes setting clear learning objectives, organizing topics in the correct
I-video daw
order,
natin.
choosing teaching strategies like discussion, activities, and etc.
Pwede naman.
Planning how students will be assessed. Think of this as creating a blueprint. Just like building a house, you need a plan before construction begins. So this phase ensures that learning is structured and goal-oriented. And next, development. So the development phase is where the plan becomes actual materials. So here, the teacher creates PowerPoint slides, worksheets, activities, assessment tools, and learning resources. So this is the production stage. Everything designed earlier is now built and prepared for use. So if the design is clear, the development becomes faster and more effective. Next, implementation. So implementation is where the lesson is actually delivered to learners. So at this stage, teaching takes place, materials are used in class, students participate in activities, and feedback may already be gathered. So this is where theory becomes practice. It also reveals if there are problems in the lesson because real learners may respond differently than expected.
Sa implementation, it creates and assembles a content asset. Storyboard and graphics are designed in learning programs throughout third grade nowadays. Tester perform evaluation procedure. The project is reviewed, revised according to the feedback. So when you say implementation, ito po yung tinitignan or i-revise po natin yung lesson plan natin. So doon po sa ADDIE model, subject design is maghahanap tayo ng mga topic, and sa design is gagawa tayo ng lesson plan. And doon sa development is mag-make tayo ng mga IMs, like yung mga learning materials natin na gamitin natin sa actual demonstration natin. And dito sa implementation, dito naman po natin, para kapag ipapasa natin yung lesson plan natin is ipapakita natin sa teacher or sa mismo natin kung kailangan ba yung i-revise i-revise or meron pa tayong kailangan baguhin doon sa mismong lesson plan natin. Kasi doon sa lesson plan natin is kapag sinabi ng teacher natin na DLP is doon yung detailed lesson plan, which means meron doon yung mga kailangan na ilagay ng mga answer ng mga bata. Yung possible na answer ng mga bata is kailangan na ilagay doon sa lesson plan. So dito sa evaluation naman is meron tayong consist of 2 parts, which is the formative and summative. So pag sinabi natin formative, ito yung mga activities or mga pinapagawa natin sa mga student natin during pa lang ng discussion, which means ito ay hindi graded or hindi recorded. Ito naman sa summative, ito na yung mga parang last quarter na parang example is yung exam na which means ito na yung mga summative na graded and recorded. So pag sinabi natin evaluation, it's collect training program, evaluation, collect project, evaluation data, review training program, review project performance, report program and project performance result. So meron sa evaluation, dito natin tinitignan kung meron pa yung mga student natin na meron pa silang natutunan or nakikita natin dito sa evaluation kung yung mismong discussion natin o sa lesson natin is meron bang natutunan yung mga student natin. And sa ating model, para lang siyang cycle. So, sa una is mag-design tayo, mag-develop, implementation, evaluation. So, kapag dito sa evaluation, tapos nakita natin na yung mga student natin is parang yan sila natuto, pwede tayong bumalik sa design na dito natin titignan kung ano nga ba yung kulang or saan ba hindi natuto yung mga bata. So, dito na tayo sa advantage ng ating model. So, dito sa ating model, ang advantage niya is meron siyang cost-effective, nagsasave siya ng time and travel, nag-promote siya ng effective learning and systematic. So, dito sa ating model is helpful siya sa mga teachers, lalo yung mga nagde-demo. Kasi nga, meron lang siyang cycle na meron lang tayong sinusundan na hindi tayo malinito kasi nga, organized lang siya. And dito naman sa disadvantages, sa analyzing is baby length and time consuming. So, syempre, kapag sa analyzing is pipili tayo ng mga topic, kinakailangan na yung topic na pipiliin natin is accurate siya na parang lahat ng mga student is makakasabay. And dito sa designing, none of the design process may take much time, especially if it's evaluated and revised. Siyempre, dito sa designing is pinakamahirap siya kasi nga, gagawa tayo ng lesson plan natin. And dito sa developing is depending on the materials, cost, or availability, may affect production. So dito sa developing is mag-create na tayo ng ating IMs or developing. Siyempre, disadvantages siya kasi nga dun sa lesson plan natin, kailangan yung mga nakalagay doon na parang mga materials is aligned lang siya sa mga IMs na ipapakita natin sa actual na performance natin. Kinakailangan na yung mga materials na nakalagay doon is yun lang din yung gagamitin natin sa pagtuturo. And dito sa implementation, we'll not know outcome and lesson implementation. So, syempre, kapag maayos yung lesson plan natin, syempre, hindi siya makakaroon ng flow and hindi rin siya ma-focus ng time or mga money kasi nakapagagawa tayo ng IMs natin, di ba? Kapag na-break na yung natin, lesson plan. So, kapag i-revise pa yun, another kwento rin. Syempre, magka-cost na parang consuming sa pera. So, sa evaluation naman, this evaluation process can significantly increase the time to create a suitable design which can be difficult, especially if time is limited. So, syempre, kapag gagawa tayo ng lesson plan natin, dapat maayos muna bago natin ibigay. Kasi kapag sa evaluation, kapag limit lang yung time na binigay ng natin, tapos kapag kailangan pa natin i-revise, is hindi na tayo makakapag-isip ng suitable design sa mga IMs natin kapag patuloy tayo na nag-revise sa ating lesson plan. And for conclusion, the ADDIE models help instructional designer with step-by-step guidelines for fully effective training and